Okay, so welcome. This is what we'll call two geeks for right now because
Okay, two
nobody else is
geeks.
here.
Yep.
I'm Nick, and this is,
Ben.
and we're just gonna talk a little bit about stuff. We're just trying this out right now, so Ben, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
Oh,
So
really?
you
Yeah.
got dragged to a party last night, huh?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I
You
did.
did. How was that?
Yeah, pretty boring. Yep.
Ben,
Just kind of sat in a corner and didn't really
Ben was
talk.
texting me like all night, telling me how awful it was because it's like uh, our mutual friend Sabrina dragged him out, and like all of the kids that we don't like from high school were there. So I'm sure it was kind of an adventure for the poor guy.
Yeah.
Um,
We talked about the various spy adventures I could have in the bathroom.
yes, I was trying to get him to like read off the contents of like the medicine cabinet and like do barrel rolls and stuff.
Yep,
But
it was interesting.
yeah, he wouldn't do it though.
It was
Chump.
too scary for me. I just couldn't handle the thought of all the secret ninjas in there that might attack me.
Well, what were they even talking about there?
Mostly
Like, it was one of those chick parties, right?
It was.
They were just like sitting around
Yeah,
talking girl
it,
talk.
it, it was supposed to be a movie party,
Oh,
but we got there like
late.
4 hours into the party and they hadn't watched a single movie. They had just been talking the whole time.
What movie were they gonna watch?
No idea.
No idea.
Probably a chick movie
You
though.
probably wouldn't be interested anyway.
No.
But
Jeff probably would have.
oh, yeah, we know this kid named Jeff, and he's just kind of weird.
Yep.
But
Anyway.
we won't say any last names, so we can't sue us or anything. But anyway, so he was talking about like periods at one point.
Yes.
How'd that come up anyway?
They were talking about ibuprofen, and then
What does that like affect menstruation?
yes, it eases cramps.
Oh, interesting. That's
And
something I don't
and
care
then they were
about.
talking about Midol, and then
What is Midol?
that is specific to
Oh, okay.
okay, and then
So tell me, what's better, ibuprofen or Midol?
Midol.
Interesting.
That yeah. Dana is the one who was like,
I don't know who that is.
I don't either, but she was there, and I think she's Lawrence maybe.
Oh yeah.
But I have no
we
idea.
don't care. Wrong school.
Yeah. But she was like, yeah, Midol saved my life. I didn't know about a year later.
Their life even.
Yeah.
So let's see. This girl we know is gonna shave her head.
Well, she's considering it.
You were supportive.
Yes.
Good. Good. That's my boy.
It started with like she was wearing a hat and she tucked all her hair into it or something, and then
Jesus.
Jeff was like, "That looks ugly."
Well, yeah.
And then she was like, "Well, I'm just gonna shave it all off anyway."
I'm totally pro like men and female doing whatever the hell they want, but I mean, come on, you gotta be sensible about it, you know?
Yeah. Still look good.
Hey, whatever. Be happy with yourself, I guess. Let's see, what else did I want to bring up? Oh, why did you let her drag you there anyway?
So yeah, we were at Walmart, and then she was like, "Okay, I need to stop here just to make an appearance," and I was like, "Okay,
Make an
it'll
appearance.
be
That's
it'll
how
be quick."
they do it. That's how they do it.
And yeah, we were there for a good hour.
Wow. That's a shame.
Okay.
It's a shame. Okay, so we'll move into our first segment now. Call of Duty talk. Call of Duty is a game that we've been playing for many years, actually. How old were we when
Actually,
we started?
I think you started before me because you started with World at War, right?
No, I started even before that.
Really?
Call of Duty 4. When
Yeah.
that came out, I was like the only kid in like the whole junior high that was playing it.
Yeah, I didn't get
And,
my Xbox until freshman
yeah.
year of high school.
That was back on PS3. That was
Oh.
my PlayStation 3 days before
Yeah.
I changed teams.
My dad's friend in Virginia actually introduced me to Call of Duty 2 on the PC a while back, but like I didn't really catch on because like
Yeah.
I didn't want to buy it on the computer. But then I got an Xbox, and my first game for it was actually Halo Wars, which I loved. And then Halo 3, and then my friends were like, "Come on, get the new Call of Duty." I was like, "Okay, I got it."
Halo Wars is RTS, right?
Yeah, RTS, and it's very good for a console game. I enjoy it a lot. And
That's cool. I was always into what were those games called? Oh my god!
Civilization,
No, they were
Age of Empires.
no. It's literally the only other big
RTS.
Big RTS from back in the day.
Not StarCraft though, because that's not back in the day. That's newer.
I'll remember.
Have you ever played Black and White?
Black and White? No, what is
It's another RTS. It's only against the computer though, and you take over as a god of your civilization.
I have heard of that. Yep.
Yeah, and you have like a little pet that just does your will and stuff, and you can throw trees over mountains and
that's awesome.
Make people do stuff together.
So anyway, back to Call of Duty. So yeah, I started playing Call of Duty with number 4 way back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember I was telling everybody at the time, "Oh, you got to play this," but nobody caught on until a couple games later. But
yeah, and then I started with Modern Warfare 2.
Yep.
And actually, back then, like half the school played it.
But yeah, that was the point when like the whole high school like just same time.
Yeah.
Everybody got that damn game.
And every day there'd be like 30 people on it.
Yeah. Yeah, those were good times.
Yeah.
But so what do you think of the newest one? Black Ops 2.
I like the newest one with their I really like the 10-point class system where you can specialize in
I completely agree. I mean,
that's a great idea.
It's so cool. If I don't want a sidearm,
and it's completely balanced though.
It is.
Too.
It's totally balanced out. They did.
Yeah.
I think it's the best Call of Duty ever.
I agree with that, but the one thing I don't like is the maps are just more of the same.
I agree.
There's
literally no variation on any.
No.
I could name 3 maps that are exactly like every single map in the new game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's too bad. But I really like the futuristic setting.
Yes.
I have to admit something. I don't even play the campaigns anymore.
Me neither.
I think they should stop making campaigns and focus on making like the best multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, the campaign in Call of Duty for me, especially since I started on Modern Warfare 2, was just way too convoluted.
Yeah.
Like when you play it, you play 4 different people at once, and it's just like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah.
I'm playing my own enemy.
Yeah.
And I mean, in Halo 2, you do play as the Arbiter versus the Chief. You play as both, but then they become allies, and whatever, it evens out. But like
I'm not big into Halo.
Yeah, but at least you know what you're doing.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, the futuristic setting is just it's awesome because there are all these guns that we've known for years from these games, and yet they've changed them, and it doesn't feel like a cheap cop out. Like they're changing the dynamic. It feels like okay, this could really happen. Like for instance, the Scar.
Yeah.
Always been my favorite gun.
Yeah.
Always, and
it just has too much upkick.
I agree. This one, it doesn't feel. It feels like it's more balanced. Like, this,
yeah.
Like, hey, Nick, screw you, dude. But, yeah.
I feel like the M27 is kind of an ACR replacement.
I thought so too. I didn't like it at first, but I was like, okay, you got to use some gun. I got gold on that and everything.
Yeah.
It's beautiful now.
I feel like, I mean, they have the 3-shot burst, the select fire now.
Yep.
But the burst fire guns in that game suck.
Yes, they do. Yep.
And I miss my FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2 because
there's one that's similar to it though. The Chick.
Is that the second to last one?
It's
the 4-shot burst.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
It's not an assault rifle. It's a
really.
Yeah, it's
a submachine gun.
Yep. It's a sub, but you can actually fire it so fast that it's basically automatic.
Nice.
If you just keep cranking on it.
Nice.
No range though.
I missed the FAMAS because that was my favorite gun in Modern Warfare 2, and then in Black Ops they were like, we changed the FAMAS completely, and then in Modern Warfare 3 they were like, fuck.
It feels like Activision doesn't like the same guns that Infinity Ward likes.
You mean Treyarch? Because I feel like Activision is.
Are they just the publisher? Or
they're the publisher. I think
they used to make games.
Yeah, no. In like, they were active contributors in the first few games.
Yep.
And then they just kind of were like, push it off to someone else.
Away, yeah.
We still get the profits, but someone else is doing the work for us.
Yeah. Well, even Infinity Ward's doing that now. They had I think on Modern Warfare 3, they had an entirely different team working on the multiplayer. Or at least some aspects of it. They were Sledgehammer Games. I don't know if you...
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that.
They built this new studio just to do that. Outsourcing. It's stupid. But, what's your favorite new, like, technological thing now that it's in the future?
I mean, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun playing with the Black Hats, just because they're like automatic rocket launchers that you can't miss with.
Yeah.
Because like when you're, I don't know, you can aim it through walls.
Mm-hmm.
And
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it has ridiculous range, and like there will be a helicopter.
How much range?
You can hit the helicopters
like across the map, kind of thing.
I mean, okay, so it's evened out. Like things on the ground, you have to get fairly close to. Like equipment, you have to be like, I don't know, 10 yards.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then sentry guns, you can be a little further. Care packages as well.
What do they do to sentry guns?
They just disable them, which
bummer.
it's a disappointment because like I really like the in Black Ops 1 actually being able to make it yours.
Yeah.
But no, they just disable all kill streaks, and they don't work on the ones with flares. Weirdly.
What? Oh, you mean the trophy systems? Or?
No, not those. I mean the kill streaks, the helicopters that have flares, like the support drone that just follows you around and stuff. Mm-hmm. We were playing that once, and I used it on it, and it just like kind of exploded, like one of the engines exploded, but it was still floating.
Weird.
Yeah, and so it takes two still to bring it down. So it is just like a rocket.
I see.
But it'd be so cool if that just became mine.
Yeah. That'd be a little overpowered, though.
And it would just go back and forth. You'd hack it, then they'd hack it back.
I guess if the helicopter came in and then like you spent the whole time that helicopter was there hacking it, and then it gave you a turn to have it, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know we've discussed this online and everything. We play quite a bit, but those stupid electronic.
Shock grenades?
You throw them like those old German grenades, the shock things.
Yeah. And people just spam the hell out of them.
They're so
There's
stupid.
a guy right there.
They're so annoying.
And like,
they're kind of cool, I guess, when you're using them, but like when you get hit by them, it just sucks.
And everyone uses them. And
yeah, it seems like everybody.
One of the things I've seen a lot of is the shock grenade bouncing Betty combo. Where you throw down a bouncing Betty, you throw down a shock grenade next to them,
and then they can't do shit.
Yeah, and then the bouncing Bays take a long time to deploy in this game, though. Like it's like
I've noticed that they give you enough time to duck down.
Yeah, which is good, and they don't have any.
It seems like you can throw them farther.
You can throw everything further.
Do you see any? Yeah, okay. Like you throw them like frisbees now. It's kind
of and the shock grenades you can throw them across the map entirely, like tomahawks or something.
I really like how they disabled grenades for like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be better if they let you put the grenade away rather than like
not
take it out.
It takes it away from you. I always forget that they do that. Yeah. For years now, I've just been spamming them out. And knocking 5 guys
I did that once. I was like, lethal grenade's not active. I'm like, wait, so I just lose my grenade? It just kind of burns out there?
It's too bad. But, yeah. What else do you have to say about Call of Duty? I think it's really sad. I got to admit this, but... Well, let me back up here. I almost didn't get Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I almost didn't
Ben knows
either.
this. He didn't almost get it either. But, like, the night before it came out, we were like, hey,
yes.
you gonna get it? And we decided on it, and then we rushed to order from, like, Amazon, and I got mine a little late.
The problem is there's all these games out right now. Like, I just got Halo 4, Borderlands 2.
I had to decide between Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Ops 2, because money's getting a little tight. I'm in college now. And stuff,
yeah, exactly.
You know? But, we went Call of Duty. I'm really happy with it because it's the best.
Yeah,
but
it is.
I think I've hit this point where it's almost getting boring when you're not with me.
Yes.
Because I am at second prestige. I'm almost at third prestige.
Yo.
No, I mean, I'm almost at second prestige.
Yeah.
But,
Dude, that's how I felt when I was playing Borderlands.
Is that so?
Yeah, because I was playing Borderlands, I was going through the game, and I was like, damn it, where is Nick?
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I have no one to get along with while I play this. And it's just like, and it just ruins the game for me, would not have that co-op
See,
play.
I could not play Borderlands 1 without you. Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't like it unless
exactly.
And if you were with me, it was cool and stuff, but it just seemed like one of those games. That's why I didn't get Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
but
that's why we need to
will
recruit.
when it's down the line when it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why we need to recruit to have a 4-player team for everything.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, definitely. We should set up a clan, and at some point we will we'll give our information on our podcast once these things take off.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a clan going. That'd be awesome. We've been trying to recruit for a Call of Duty clan. That's been going okay.
No. Let's see.
We got like 2 12-year-olds to join us.
Well, no, Mike, he just sucks at the game. Okay, but he's not.
We just need numbers right now.
Yeah. I mean, when they first introduced that with like only elite members could do anything,
I was so excited, and then they said that, and like it was only you and I, and like the whole universe that got elite.
Yeah, we were founders and shit, and like it was just boring because we're like, yeah, we're special. Yay, we have nothing to be special with, and they didn't even have it set up until halfway through the year, and by then I was like, well, I don't like this game anymore.
They said, okay, pay more for this special edition, and we'll give you elite. And then they didn't set up any elite features for like 6 months into the game when I already put it down and didn't look at it.
And then they were like, here's a month free.
It's ridiculous.
And also, I don't know if anyone else saw this, but I got an email from Activision, I guess it was, saying, we've extended your elite for another 3 months, but now elite features are completely free. So
we got we got screwed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
So I mean, I still have.
It's okay because I'm really happy that everybody can have it now. That really opens it up.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't really work when it was just like you and me using it.
I mean, they could still give us like more like emblems or something, like more cool shit.
I agree.
That doesn't change the gameplay. If you pay a
premium, you should be able to get a ton of extra cool shit. Are you planning on getting the season pass by any chance?
I probably will once DLC starts coming up.
Christmas. When I get money from Christmas, that's the first thing.
It's 4,000 though. Like the season pass for
It's like $50, right?
Yeah, I mean no. Let me see. It's slightly more than that, I think.
Is it 60? It might be 60.
It might be 50.
Which is kind of ridiculous. That's the price of a full game. But.
Yeah. But I think they're planning on releasing 4 DLCs.
Mm-hmm. And if you...
and that will be zombies and multiplayer.
Yeah, that's cool. And if you get it, you get Nuketown Zombies, which I hear is pretty cool. I always loved Nuketown.
Yeah,
you missed it. You missed.
I missed Double XP.
They had Double XP, and they had an entire playlist of just Nuketown.
But didn't they bring that back?
That's why I'm first prestige now.
But they had the playlist for just Nuketown when I was playing, and that got me to like level 30, and that got me with my DSR to max level.
Yep.
And I would just sit in the corner and snipe.
Do you know the controversy behind it though?
What?
They took the damn thing down. After the weekend, they were like, "Oh, it's just for special events." Everybody freaked out, and they were tweeting these guys, saying how rude it is because they paid extra for it or whatever they pre-ordered. Where was I going with that?
I have no idea.
I got a little distracted. But they brought it back in a special playlist.
Yeah, but it's not all Nuketown.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. So anyway. They did a good job of like making it the same but futuristic, I think. Except for a lot of the places. One of the things that really ticked me off is the beds in one of the houses that you can stand on, the bunk beds.
Yep, the upstairs.
Yeah. Wait, Nuketown was first Modern Warfare 2, right?
Nope.
Black Ops, really? Okay. Well, in Black Ops then, yeah, you're right. Okay. You could get up on that bed, and you could jump, look through the window, and snipe across the map.
Did they change it?
they put a curtain
You can't
over
get
the
up
window.
there, yeah.
No, you can get up
Oh,
there. I'm pretty
there's
sure
a
you can
curtain
get
in
up.
the window.
There's a curtain in the window. I'm
That's
just
a
like,
cheap cop out.
yeah. And also, there's a couple of walls that you used to be able to shoot through really easily that you can't anymore. Like they just like the bulletin board, which is now a TV screen.
Yep.
And it's thicker.
Have you? We're gonna have to go online, and I'm gonna have to show you the little Easter egg with that. If you shoot the head off of every single dummy within like 2 minutes or something like that, that screen turns into an Activision.
Yeah.
Like the classic logo. And if you walk up to it, your hands pick up a joystick, and you can play classic games like Pitfall and stuff like
awesome.
that. It's so cool. But I really love Nuketown 2025 because that it's just I really liked Nuketown in the original Black Ops. I love those smaller maps where you can just go crazy.
I didn't like Rust that much because Rust was
That was Modern Warfare 3, right?
That was 2.
2. Yes. Okay. Yep.
And it was just completely open with one building in the middle that everyone would try to get to the top to.
Yeah, that was kind of crappy. But it made kind of a cool dynamic. But,
I guess.
But I love those smaller maps, and I really love the art style now of 2025.
Definitely. Okay.
It's like a 1960s like reimagining.
Yeah.
Like the future of nuclear science and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Anything else you want to say about Call of Duty?
Well, just going back to what I said before about like the walls, FMJ or like the difference between FMJ and not is so ridiculous because just in general, it is a lot harder to shoot people through walls now. Yep. Like on that ship level, you know the one where you're actually on the cruise ship?
Yacht.
No, is it a yacht?
It's a big fancy yacht.
Okay.
You mean the one that like it has a helicopter on the back, like just parked there?
I think so.
Aren't there? I think there might actually be like 2 boat levels. I don't.
Well, there's one where you're on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
But not that one.
Okay.
The one where you're in an actual ship.
Yeah.
And do you know how like there's on each side there's a level to go up to, and one side's a bedroom and one side's like a nav deck?
Yep.
So I was on the nav deck side shooting across, and it's just windows over there with a curtain in front of it, and I was getting hit markers through the wall. I got 6 hit markers.
Yeah.
And he still wasn't dead.
Yeah.
And I
think why they did that, they want FMJ to like be worth something.
I guess
they rebalanced everything out like you were saying, and I mean I never used FMJ before. I still don't use it.
I used it on snipers just because it gave you that little
extra oomph.
Yeah, and often what would happen is you'd accidentally shoot a corner as someone was going around it, and it'd actually go through the corner.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Dude, when I was playing, you weren't there actually, but I told you on, or were you there? I don't know. I told you on Skype, I got a double collateral because there was this one corner on what is that map? You know the map that has like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like a little town, and there's a tank in the middle on the side. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's in. It's someplace in like.
We play it like all the
it's
time.
In like Russia, yeah. I don't know. I know what you mean.
Okay,
I'm sure everybody knows what I mean.
But I was up in the bedroom, and there's that little corner in the side with the...
Which bedroom? There are 2. There's one that faces the tank.
The one that
where one team spawns, and then there's one in the middle of the map.
No, not the one that faces the tank. You can't really see the tank. There's a building in the way.
Okay.
But there's that little corner that's just... It's really narrow. Mm-hmm. And like the entire team had respawned recently, and they were running through, and I was looking right at it because I'd seen someone pop out and go back.
Yep.
And then they popped out again. And the thing about those corners is that when people are right on your ass, when you shoot, you always run, and then you run past the sniper, and then you come back in, like when you're aiming right there. And when he came back in, there was another guy right behind him. Mm-hmm. So I shot. I got a double kill. Then 2 more came and did the exact same thing.
That's beautiful. I love it when you can really easily outsmart the other team. I love those games. So let's see here. Oh man,
you were about to say something though.
I was about to say a lot of stuff. I'm always like that. Okay, so the dives are back from Black Ops.
Oh, I hate
you
those.
hate them. I love them.
I mean, they look cool and stuff, but they completely make you
They're
useless
not-
for a good 5 seconds.
Yep, they're not really worth much. But I mean, if I see that somebody's sniping and I want to cross where they're sniping, I'll make a run for it if I'm really not concerned with my life.
Just feel like going for it.
So, zombies. Have you played zombies?
I played it once with a bunch of douchebags because you left me.
I'm sorry. Did you play survival or did you play the new transit thing?
We played survival.
Have you played transit?
No, just the
like
one
it.
survival.
I don't like it.
The thing I mean I
Do
played
you know what transit is?
You're on a bus or something.
You're
that's
on a
all I know.
bus. You start off in a bus. You're a bunch of people, and you go around. Like the map is giant, but it's cordoned off into small sections, and the bus takes you to the different sections, and you're supposed to find out why there are zombies and why the evil doctor from Black Ops.
So it's like
is
an
doing
actual
this.
story.
They say it is, but you really have to like look into it to find anything worth.
Yeah.
having.
I mean, when I played survival, the zombie map. I don't know which zombie map I played on. I think my friend told me it was called Town. Is that one of them?
Yeah, there's a town, and then there's a farm, and then there's a something else. I know.
Very unoriginal names.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, there you
but-
go. That's creative.
But I think it was playing Town, and just you start out in a room with 4 windows, and of course the douchebags I was playing with, I stood at my window like a good little boy, but they'd come over and kill my zombies.
Yeah, I hate that.
And so one of them opened the room. One guy had like 6,000 score. One guy had like 3,000. One guy had 2,000. I had 1,000. So, but anyway, we go out, and then just there's not a clear-cut path of where you're supposed to go anymore.
That's what. Ever since what was the first zombie game? It was
World at War.
World at War.
Nazi zombies.
I really loved that because it was just so simple, and that was the beauty of it. It was so simple, and yet it was challenging. It was fun, and then they kind of got crazy with Black Ops, and I was still okay with the first couple
Black
maps.
Ops was like okay, rather than having one path for you to go, we have 4 paths.
But it still made sense.
Yeah, it still made sense.
Except for remember we bought that DLC expecting it to be really awesome. The one where you fight the zombie George Romero.
Yeah.
And it's
It was just stupid.
It sucks so bad.
You have
it's so hard.
Yeah,
too.
you have a giant guy running around with
and you have to avoid him the whole time. It's
dumb.
Anyway, it seems like that's kind of the way they're going with it. And that's kind of a shame.
I don't like it at all because we went through that door and there was a mystery box right there, and I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I already found the mystery box.
Yeah.
And then I was like, now where do I go? Where do I camp? What am I supposed to be doing here? And in Black Ops 1, you had my favorite one in Black Ops 1 was Ascension by far.
Which one is that?
That's the one with the rocket. The one based off launch. The multiplayer map.
The one with the
That's a rocket where you could launch it up and shoot the rocket down.
And there was that test, the G-force simulator, and it would spin. And
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
to duck under it.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
my favorite map.
Yep,
and
that was a great one.
And you had your clear-cut camping spaces where.
And yet, at the same time, it was really complicated.
Yeah.
You could go and you could take the landing craft around and stuff.
And I'd always go hit the teddy bear sickles.
Yeah. Remember when we used to leave people out of the landing craft and take off, and they were screwed?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
What most people would do in this one, if you don't know, is there would be this one landing zone next to a perk, one of the perk machines, and you would sit at it until you got overrun, and then you just hop on the landing thing and fly away. And what would happen is people would get scared and fly away before we were being overrun. Yeah. And then because they flew away, we'd get overrun.
So we'd screw them over and we'd leave them behind and stuff.
It was a good time.
Yeah, always a good time screwing with random people.
Alright, well that's all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed this session of 2 Geeks. Hopefully more coming soon.